Dolly and Frank? You're kidding.
As sure as I'm stood there they were, in the kitchen, having a good old grope, and she was saying, "Stop it, Frank, stop it!" And he didn't.
Oh, come on, you're making it up.
Kay,
What?
she doesn't believe me.
I don't believe him either.
All right. What about that time I saw him sneaking into the house with Dolly and she swore blind he wasn't there? She's plotting something.
Well, why shouldn't she? She's footloose and fancy-free.
Yes, but Frank Tate. Oh, come on, he's married.
And he's planning to have a baby with Kim.
Kim's planning the baby. He's not so keen on the idea.
Neither would you be if you had to have a vasectomy reversal.
Well, that's it then. He's planning his final fling with Dolly while he's still safe.
And I think you're a pair of evil old gossips, and I'm not going to listen to another word.
Oh, yeah? You're looking for Kathy. She went off to work ages ago.
Oh, it's you I came to see.
We don't usually do business with Emmerdale. How can I help you?
Oh, this isn't business.
Oh? What's up then?
My daughter-in-law.
What?
Kathy.
Oh.
She's very important to me, you know.
And to me.
She's had a rough time this last year.
I know.
She needs love and care and attention. If she gets a rough handling, she'll be hurt. And you won't be able to repair the damage to her with any amount of money.
If Kathy's unhappy, you can be sure she'll tell me.
I expect she will. But whether you'll listen is another matter.
What is this, some sort of threat?
No, it's just a warning. If you go on upsetting her, you'll have me to deal with.
Oh, well, thank you for your kind concern, Jack. I'm delighted to know I can come to you in future with all my personal problems.
I'm serious, Christopher. Don't mess her around or you'll have me to answer to.
Dolly.
Right. Oh, morning, Dolly.
Morning, Kim.
Dolly, do you think you could excuse us for a moment, please?
Oh, yes, of course.
Thanks. Are you all right?
Fine, why?
Just look a bit rough, that's all.
Oh, for heaven's sake, Kim, I'm fine.
I'm sorry, Frank. I shouldn't have told Joe.
No.
I'm just so full of it. I can't help talking about it.
There's nothing to talk about yet, for heaven's sake.
There will be. I'm so happy. I just want to tell the world about it.
Yeah, well, you got off to a good start, didn't you? I haven't even had the operation yet. Still, I'll give you a chance to sell tickets. Roll up, get your grandstand view. Frank Tate on the operating table.
I'm sorry, Frank. I didn't realise you felt so strongly.
I asked you not to tell anyone, not until we were sure it was going to be all right. I mean, it was bad enough telling Christopher and Zoe, but Joe Sugden, for heaven's sake.
Frank.
Oh, forget it, Kim. I've got work to do.
Okay.
Oh, hi, Tony.
Hi.
Well, we'll be down in a minute.
Oh, there's no rush.
It's very nice of you to take her today.
Oh, it's nothing, really.
She tries to be really strong with us. Won't let us help her.
Well, just being there helps, you know. Well, maybe that sounds trite, but it's true. Well, she might crack up altogether if she didn't have you and Mark. And Joe, of course.
Well, and you. She leans really heavily on you at the moment. It's nice to know there's someone she can trust.
Good.
Oh, hello, Tony.
Hello, Kate. Looking very nice. Morning, Joe. Morning.
Bye, Mum.
Bye, love.
Good luck.
Thanks. Well, I wanted to look sober and sensible.
And you do. Sober, sensible, and lovely. Wish I could take you in.
Yeah, I wish you could too, but you can't go leaving the farm every time I've got to go to the solicitors.
I'm quite happy to take Kate in, Joe. It's no trouble. I've got to go to Skipdale anyway.
Yeah, but it's very good of you.
Nonsense. It's my pleasure. Well, I suppose that's the wrong word, really, isn't it?
Oh, it's all right, Tony. We know what you mean. Bye-bye, love.
Yep. Good luck.
Thanks.
Right. Well, thanks, mate.
See you at Woolpack dinner time.
Yeah, OK.
Michael!
Oh, aye. What's he after?
Dunno.
Looks like death, don't he?
Yeah. If I didn't know him, I'd say he had a hangover. Right.
Morning, Mr. Tate.
Michael, I've been wanting to have a word with you all week.
Oh, we've got a phone.
No, I wanted to see you personally. Tell you how pleased I am about the arson charge. I'm glad you got off.
I didn't get off. The charge was dropped.
It was lucky for you that Jock confessed.
Lucky, is that what you call it? Everyone's been going around accusing me of arson for months now, especially you.
Well, like I say, lad, I'm pleased that it's all over for you. And I'm sorry if I didn't believe you at the time.
Okay.
No hard feelings?
No. But don't think I'll give in so easily over other things.
Like what?
Like your plans for our farm. We'll not allow you to turn it into a farm museum. We're working farmers, Mum and me, and that's how it's going to stay.
Paintwork's fine, isn't it? Just needs washing down.
Yeah. I remember Kathy doing it a year ago when she and Jackie moved in. You know, they hadn't got two halfpennies to rub together. She made it look lovely.
Carpet's fine. Once it's had a good clean.
The cooker's still here.
Oh, good. Chimney'll need sweeping. I dare say it'll need some rewiring as well.
You see? There'll be plenty to spend Alan's money on.
Oh, as long as you're sure.
I'm set on it. But I don't want Nick knowing about this £50.
Fair enough.
He's never really run a place of his own, you see. I think if he knows he's being cushioned by his mum, he'll either resent it or he won't take proper responsibility.
Mind you, here we are sorting out his future. He might not even want the place.
Depends on Elsa, really. I think she's happy enough with her mum for now, but I know Nick isn't. He'd jump at the chance to live in here, Dolly. So I'll just give him a gentle nudge in your direction before I go.
I requested it. Nay. I demand an immediate investigation into the increase of traffic in Beckendale, with particular reference to heavy goods vehicles which constitute a danger to life and limb and destroy the peace and calm of this rural haven. How does that sound, Mr. Wilkes? Oh, should I add a paragraph about motorcycles and all, or should I write a separate letter? Mr. Wilkes? You've not been listening to a single word I've said.
Sorry, Amos.
Have you got bad news?
No.
Good. And if you'll favour me with your full attention, I'll start again from top. I demand an immediate investigation into the increase of traffic in Beckendale.
Oh, hello.
Can I come in?
Oh, yes, do.
So, this is your little bolt on.
Oh, it's nothing at the minute, but once I've got it all cleaned up and the furniture in, you know.
No, I think it's charming.
Good.
You missed a great opportunity not investing with me, but if this is what you want, who am I to argue?
So you don't really mind?
Of course not, Dolly. It was a straightforward business proposition. Had nothing to do with the way I feel about you.
Good. I didn't want it to interfere.
No chance, Dolly. No chance.
Is that boy looking after you?
Oh, Chris, of course he is. And he's not a boy.
He behaves like one sometimes.
I know, but well, he means well most of the time.
Not the other night he didn't, Kath. He was selfish and inconsiderate.
Yeah. Mind you, he's got something there, isn't he?
You just watch he doesn't take advantage of you.
I won't, Mum, don't worry. Anyway, when are you off? I thought you were leaving this morning.
I've just got a little bit more business to take care of.
You're looking very smug. What are you plotting?
Wait and see.
7 feet, 7 inches.
Right.
Anything else?
No, I think that's everything. Oh, thanks for all your help. Hope I've not made you late for work.
You have, but I'm not complaining.
I'll buy you a drink then to say thank you.
You're on.
Only don't let's go to the Woolpack. Don't want everyone knowing our business.
Especially Eric Pollard. Oh, don't worry, Dolly. I know he advised you not to invest with me, dish the dirt a bit, but I don't hold that against you. Eric wants to get his own back.
Pollard didn't advise me.
Well, somebody said something to put you off my housing deal.
I asked Alan Turner, actually. Well, he's an old friend. He knows all about my situation with Sam and everything. I'd never ask Eric Pollard's advice.
So, Turner's got his knife into me as well, eh?
No, of course he hasn't. Look, he said he hardly knew you except through the council.
Did he tell you I was married?
No, it wasn't him. Why? Does it matter?
No, no. I was just wondering what he might have said.
About your marriage?
Yes. I don't go around broadcasting my personal affairs, Dolly, so someone who doesn't know me may have, well, given you the wrong impression.
You don't have to explain any more about your marriage, Charlie.
You're a lovely woman, Dolly, and I wouldn't want to hurt you. You can trust me.
Don't worry, Charlie. I think I know exactly where I stand with you. And I do know what I'm doing.
Good.
Ah, go on, I'll have to.
Right. These two, do you?
What's best, you reckon, Seth?
Squares it middle, lad. Stands to reason. Cow will want to get away from folk who are watching it.
Yeah, all right then.
I demand a full and public inquiry into the disgraceful increase of heavy goods traffic through this erstwhile peaceful village.
First sign of madness, that is, I know, Archie. Talking to you, Sam.
Have you got no better to do than stand there making facile comments when I'm in full flood of composition?
Is that what you call it? Hey, now then, Archie. Seeing as you're interested, how about a couple of them? What cowpack competition?
I've just got to.
This is different. Find a ticket, it's a bargain. And you get 2 chances on different squares.
What, like a sweepstake?
Aye, that sort of thing, aye.
Well, what's the price?
Depends how many I sell.
All right, I'll have 4. Hang on a minute. What are you getting out of it?
No, lad. Not at all.
No. Apart from a little bit of profit, eh?
You can't expect me to run it for naught. Takes time and effort to organise a proper sweepstake.
What are you up to, Seth Armstrong?
No, Amos. Just a bit of business.
Where did you shoot off to this morning?
Make an idiot of myself.
Oh.
Hello, Jack. Went over to see Christopher Tate. Gave him a piece of my mind about him and Kathy.
Oh, I don't suppose he took that too well.
No, and I suppose he's right, really. It's got nothing to do with me. She's very fond of Chris. It's up to her to work it out. She does know what she's doing.
I think Christopher really cares about Kathy as well.
Yeah, he says he does. It's about time he grew up a bit and started treating her properly.
You can't interfere in other people's relationships, Jack. It's up to them.
Yeah, I know. Just so long as Kathy doesn't get hurt, that's all that matters.
I suppose so.
Yeah, well, don't look so down, love. You're right. It's nothing to do with us.
Oh, I'm not worried about Kathy. I wanted to get your advice about this. It came after you left this morning.
Hello, Dick. What's going on? This is Turner's stuff.
No, it's not Turner's, it's Mum's. She's just taking it back.
Does he know?
Not yet.
Hey, can't wait to see his face when he finds out.
I really don't think I can get all that excited about a cow doing you-know-what in the field. Did you, Henry?
Sorry?
The cow pet competition.
Oh, aye.
Well, I bought 5 tickets. Well, 7 with the 2 from Seth. Can't think why.
She's a persuasive lady, Kate Sugden.
Yes, but I mean, that's £12. I must be out of my mind.
Needs another dimension, doesn't it? Drum majorettes, for example. Battens twirling, muscles rippling, a scantily clad. That would cheer things up a bit, don't you think, Henry?
Oh, I'd like that.
I think that's everything in here, Nick.
Great. Well, I'm going to get up to the Woolpack and meet Elsa. Michael's dropping her down.
Take good care of her, won't you, love? Don't let her overdo it. She's going to need to take things easy for a while.
Of course I will. You know, it makes me sick, Mum, to see Turner all cosy in this place. It'd be an ideal for me and Elsa.
There are other cottages just as cosy.
To buy, maybe, but not to rent. You can't get one to rent for love nor money.
What about Demdike?
Joe's selling Demdike, Mum, you know that.
Yeah, and Dolly's buying it. But she's not moving in.
Yeah, but she'll be getting it to do it, won't she? For holiday lets, you know, charge the earth.
Not necessarily. Not going to settle for the Fellman's farm, are you?
No, of course not. I mean, I've got to find somewhere eventually. I mean, I've got to.
We'll have a word with Dolly then, find out what she's planning.
Oh, come on, Mum, what's the point?
Well, just talk to her, Nick. I think you'll find it's worth your while.
Yeah, I will.
Oh, Elsa, my dear. How nice to see you.
Hello, Mr. Turner.
Hey, well, you're looking very well.
Oh, I am. I'm just going to grab a sandwich and then I'll be into work. There must be loads to catch up on.
No. This afternoon, you're going to go straight home and put your feet up. I want you to rest.
Don't you want me to come back then?
Yes, of course I do, but Monday will be quite soon enough. I want you to look after yourself. It'd be nice to have you back. It's been lonely there without you. Hell's going on?
Hey, it's nothing to do with me, Tubby.
Hello, Alan.
Caroline.
I'm just collecting a few of my things. I was going to tell you, but I didn't want to disturb your lunch.
Mum, is there anything else?
No, that's the lot, love.
Right, sweetheart.
I've left you enough to be going on with, Alan. I've only taken what's rightfully mine. I think we're all square now, don't you?
Settled things amicably, did we, Alan? Eh? Mrs. Bates wouldn't do a runner on you like Debbie, eh?
Joe, I'll go and get changed.
Well, kettle's on. I'll be in a minute.
I'll come straight back out. I want to do something. I'll come and get on with the milking. Thanks, Tony.
So what happened?
Not very good, I'm afraid, Joe. The Crown Prosecution Service has decided not to reduce the charge.
So the charge is still causing death by reckless driving?
Yeah. And the trial date has been set as well. The end of October.
That's soon?
Yeah. But I think in some ways it might be easier for her. At least she knows what's happening and when now.
Yeah, well, I can't believe all this is happening.
Kate will get through all right.
I hope so.
You're a lucky man, Joe. She's a wonderful woman. If you know what I mean. See you.
Hiya.
Hi. What?
Just checking you haven't brought the Beckendale Mafia with you.
What are you going on about?
Your father-in-law came over today shouting the odds.
Jack?
Yeah, did a right Sicilian number on me. You treated my daughter-in-law okay and you want to get hurt. I mean, who does he think he is?
He's concerned about me.
Why? There's nothing to worry about. I mean, what have you been saying to him?
Nothing, really.
Then why is he doing this little number?
After what happened the other night, I needed someone to talk to. Jack's always been good to me, especially after Jackie died. He's looking out for me, that's all.
You can tell him that's my problem from now on.
Yes, boss. Are you sure you can handle it?
I'm sure.
I wondered. I bet you're still with the Beano in secret, don't you?
It does look a bit daft, doesn't it?
A wandering minstrel I, a thing of shreds and patches, of ballad songs and snatches, and dreamy lullaby. Mr. Wilkes, you are a mite morbid, if I might say so.
Aye.
In fact, you've not been right since you got that letter this morning.
What letter?
You know very well what letter the one as has reduced her to silence for the best part of the day. And if you can't bring yourself to confide your troubles in your oldest friend, then least you can do is take part in a chorus or two when opportunity's offered you.
I'm sorry, Amos.
Because speaking as a convalescent, I find it very lowering. I mean, this is first time I've managed drying up since my attack, and you've not even noticed.
There's not much wrong with you now.
Oh, well, it's still very difficult for me coordinating, I knows. See what I mean, Mr. Wilkes? I've a long way to go yet.
Nation take it, she hasn't left anything.
What a shame.
Well, I did expect a bit more sympathy from you, considering you've just been nobbled yourself.
Yes, well, I've hardened my heart, Alan. Something I learned from my little experience.
Yeah, but the point is, where am I going to get a house full of furniture double quick?
And, dirt cheap, I presume?
Well, reasonably.
Well, I'll see what I can do.
When I think of that woman, all the sweetness and light on the surface, butter wouldn't melt in her mouth. Underneath, a hardened criminal. And she's taken my money, she's taken all my furniture. I'm surprised she didn't rip the clothes off my back.
Well, they're all the same, Pippin. You can't trust any of them.
Well, she might have left me a glass.
That's all I need. John has handed in his notice. Frank, I said the stable hand has just handed in his notice.
Oh, I'm sure you'll get another one without too much difficulty. You usually get anything you want.
Frank, please.
All right, love. I'm sorry.
Forgive me.
Just promise me to stop talking about it.
I'll try, Frank. I'm just so excited about the baby. I can't help thinking about it.
Kim, it's not the baby. It doesn't exist. It may never exist. You've got to stop pinning your hopes on something that might never happen.
I know.
And the more people you tell, the more disappointed you're going to be if it doesn't happen.
But it will happen, Frank. I'm sure it will.
Oh, Kim.
Frank and Dolly? Yeah? You mean they're having a thing?
Of course not.
I bet you they are.
Hey, I tell you what. Frank came into the office one day, dead drunk.
He doesn't drink.
He'd been drinking all right this day. He was ratted. He could hardly move.
Oh, why didn't you tell me?
Well, I forgot. It was the day of...
So what happened?
Well, I had to ring Dolly to fetch him home. Dolly mine, not Kim. He was very insistent. Then when she arrived, he was all over her.
There, what did I tell you?
Well, I think it's disgusting, carrying on with a married man and under the same roof.
Yeah, well, it's Kim I feel sorry for. I wouldn't like to see her hurt, that's all.
Henry? Is that what I think it is?
Aye.
I've got one too.
Yeah. Thought you might.
I'm terribly worried about it. Is there anything we can do?
Don't think so. No way out.
That's what Jack said. Have you told anyone yet?
No, not even Amos.
We've got to tell Kate sometime.
I suppose so. That's all she'll need, to find out that we're witnesses for the prosecution. What are we going to do?